trapping no motherfucking B-roll. I was just praying in the bando. Niggas in love with my flow. Niggas in love with my flow. I'm on that shit on that level. Why you be talking like hoes? Why you be doing the most? Fell in love with the Draco. I know some niggas in Clayco.
What's up? Let me turn this down just a little bit. Good morning. Give me 1 second, guys. I want to make sure I'm all good. Let me know if audio is okay as well. Let me know if you guys can hear my voice, if the music isn't too loud. And then we're going to go ahead and get started in the next 2 minutes. This song right here, I don't know what it is. It makes me feel so majestic. I'm sorry. Let me know if you guys can hear my voice. If not, I'm gonna have to see if this is okay. Okay, that's way too loud. I'll turn it down just a little bit. That should be better. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started in the next minute.
She looks nice, but if she lies about an insurance claim, she's robbing you. Because each Virginia pays about $1,000 a year in extra premiums to cover fraud. Stop a thief. Report fraud for a reward of up to $25,000.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and get started in the next minute. Let me know if this is too loud, guys. Give me one check. I'm just doing an audio check. Let me know if this is too loud, guys. Turn it down just a little bit. Check. I'm just doing an audio check. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, let's go ahead and look at the Forex Factory, see if we have any news this morning. It is the 18th of October, middle of the week. So this morning we had CPI at 2 a.m. and this is why I'm going to start doing like secret London sessions. I'm still trying to figure that out, but I might have to just start incorporating that and also do New York. Let me turn that down just a little bit. But 8:15 we have news on CAD USD, and then we have something going on later today at 8:30 p.m. on AUD, which is employment change and unemployment rate. So I might just extend this stream like I did yesterday. We might just go till 9 or 8:30 to see if we have any post setups before I end the stream on USD with the building permits news announcements. I don't know what this is, but it is an orange folder. So although it's not the most volatile news announcement, we're going to get some sort of movement, right? Click on the folder. Why traders care. It's an excellent gauge of future construction activity because obtaining a permit is among the first steps in constructing a new building. Okay, cool. So again, you don't have to understand what these news or these folders are about, but if you want to get information, you just click on the side and then you read up against it, right? It doesn't hurt to learn more about news because the more you know, the more preparation. But yeah, I'm gonna extend the stream most likely till 9 or 8:30. But we only have news on USD, and it's looking like a calm morning. It's probably gonna be a calm morning. But let's go ahead and check FX Street. All right, so FX Street again, guys. The reason why I use this website is just to get a general idea of what's happening on certain pairs that I trade, to get a good fundamental analysis, to see what these guys are also looking at the market, right? Because your technical analysis is what's happening, right? You have your price action, you have structure, you have all these analysis marked up. It's your what's going on. But when we talk about price action, why those candlesticks are moving, your fundamental analysis is that why. Why do we have a good spike, or why do we have a big spike in the market? Why do we have a big dip? Why is price moving so fast? Usually it's because we're having an announcement in the market. Some economic activity is going on. So FX Street and other news sites like CNBC will give you a good general idea of why the market is moving the way it is. So you have your what and you have your why. Technical analysis and your fundamental analysis. So on FX Street, usually the first thing I do is either recommend it because it's going to give me a general idea of what's the most volatile. So Euro USD forecast, Euro stabilizes between key technical levels. Forex today, choppy action continues at markets, assesses data, geopolitics. And then on the left side, that's where I kind of get a general idea of the certain pairs I trade, and I try to look for the pairs that resonate with me. So I already see gold and I see GU. I trade both of those, right? So I'm going to read up just like the first sentence. I don't have to read the whole thing, just to get an idea of what these guys are looking at as well. Because the whole idea of trading is to catch these huge moves with these big players, right? So GU clings to gains near 12,200 after UK inflation data. GU is trading in positive territory at around 12,200 and European trading hours on Wednesday. Okay, cool. Gold prices look set for more upside moves as Israel-Palestine conflict escalates. Gold price aims to extend upside as Israel-Palestine conflict deepens. Okay, cool. And again, I'm not reading the whole thing. I'm just trying to get small hints in the market to eye what people are also predicting in the market. So like GU is trading in positive territory at around 12,200. When I hear positive, I think of bullish momentum. Positive, so it's going up, right? And we can also double check in a second. But then my last website is investing.com. We might use this morning on gold, but this is kind of like my safety net if I'm trading like NFP, for example. I use this method where I go down and I look for the sentiment to see what the overall perspective or the majority of people are also looking to or not look. I'm gonna say how they're looking to place a trade. Are they gonna buy or are they gonna sell? So I come over here, commodities. I see strong buy, obviously, but also look at these parentheses. If there's a huge gap, more than likely you're gonna see some sort of movement off of that perspective, right? So that's why I use this website, but it's kind of like my last go-to. I don't use it 24/7. If I'm not confident with seeing some sort of price action or I don't have a good analysis, I usually rely on this, okay? So on gold, and again, guys, let me know if the music is way too loud. This is my first time really playing music, just because I don't want my streams to be too awkward. So if the music is too loud, just let me know. If you guys can hear my voice, also let me know. But let's start with TDA. So on gold, obviously, when you look at your higher time frames, you're trying to find that overall perspective. What is the market doing right now? It's pushing up, right? So I know we're in some sort of bullish momentum. Cool. 4 hour, I'm going to start marking up any type of area if I see any structure. So we can clearly see that gold is at this resistance. It's chilling right now, but we can clearly see some sort of structure, right? We have a touch right here, and then gold is forming a touch right here. And if we also look at previous price action, you just want to extend this line to see if this is accurate. So notice over here, gold actually does respect this level. So this was old support before turning into new resistance, and then it had a nice little fake out over here, came back into this range, and then it had another touch, and it did its thing for a while, and then it came back up. And I think I talked about this on Monday, but I do wish that I was trading last week because gold actually made a monthly low. So we look at this area right here, gold didn't come back down here for a long time. The last time it had a touch was on Wednesday, March 23rd. So when you see an all-time low like this, guys, you need to capitalize. There are no excuses, unless you're not trading, of course. But there are really good opportunities when you see a all-time low or all-time high, right? In this example, gold made an all-time low, or it came back to its all-time low for what? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, 6 months or 7 months. April, May, June, July, August, September, October. 7 months, I'm sorry, yeah. But if you would have hopped in that trade, you would have been good, right? So that's the beauty of price, in my opinion, because it could be in a bearish trend for a long time, and let's say gold is pushing down or it's pushing up. But if there's previous price action or if there's previous structure indicating that price made a dip previously, you can catch a good pivotal point to seize the opportunity. So in this example, I missed this, right? And this is something you don't see all the time. If there's a huge gap like this, especially, you could find really good points. But anyways, we're talking about the present. Gold is currently nearing this resistance level. So we're going to use the same method we used on Monday and we used on Tuesday. Solomon, for fans, you good. Appreciate you, my boy. Israel, I don't know how to pronounce your last name, but he said big boy. What's up, my boy? Hope you're having a good morning. Thanks for tuning in. But as I was saying, on gold, we want to try to catch that breakout or that break and retest because we're nearing that resistance. Now, yes, if you guys do want to trade a range, you can look for sells. This is not a bad opportunity for a sell because we do have a gap as well, and gold isn't really building up too much liquidity. Why isn't it building too much liquidity as of Monday and Tuesday? Because we don't have much traffic to identify some sort of value above that level, right? So I have this highlighted already, but notice if we were eyeing this area and saying, okay, hey, look, we have some clean bearish candles, right? So that does hold some sort of value. So why can't we just target that? Well, is because we already had a fake out that grabbed those orders. Look over here. I have it marked up. So this candle that pushed up and then came back down, why did it do that? Well, when we talk about fake outs, 9 times out of 10, what you'll see is orders being grabbed real quick from the previous sellers or buyers. In this example, previous sellers, and then it'll push back down to its range, right? And then if it wants to retrace, it can. And if it wants to finally push back up, it can as well. But there's going to be less volume because all that liquidity was already grabbed. Do you think it would break or just sweep and go down? So yeah, that's what I'm explaining right now. So as you can see right here, it already did kind of sweep and then go back down. So all that previous, all those previous orders got taken out. So my point is, when we have another touch and then we're looking for that breakout, that nice spike in the market because we have orders above a certain range or zone, if orders were already grabbed, there's a better chance that price is going to respect structure. If that doesn't make sense, I'll explain it again. But for this morning, if orders were already grabbed, because the only liquidity we have visually is right here, right? If people were hopping back in, cool, they caught this sell. But this isn't the best type of sell because you had this fake out. So a lot of people might be confused in the market. Oh wait, is resistance right here because price is nearing up, or is it right here? Well, technically it is right here. This was a fake out because we don't have an opening above that new support or that previous resistance. So realistically, people are just hopping in right here. And again, you're not the only trader in the market. So a lot of people are seeing this basic retail concept, support resistance, and they're hopping in for sells. They're hopping in for sells. So again, that area between your stop loss and entry is holding what? I feel like to break this high, it needs more liquidity from it. Exactly. 100%. And that's exactly what I'm explaining. So if price were to break up, if you wanted to have more confluence, you need more liquidity. But in this example, as I was saying, that stop loss to entry holds value, guys. A lot of people say liquidity sound fancy, but you can honestly just say value because when you're trading, guess what? You're trading against other people. When you place your orders, guys, eventually it's going to be grabbed. And when you lose money, it's not just disappearing. People are taking your orders. It's losers and winners. So previous sellers, right? If they have orders still placed, if they're swing trading, those orders, those pending orders, holds some sort of value that people are eyeing or that price is eyeing. Price is attracted to value. So yes, there is a good chance that it can have a break and grab these orders, and we'll see something like this, like a nice break and retest. So what I'll probably do is wait for that retracement if price does start to break and form a new range. But the most common method, or the most common thing that I'm eyeing right now is a simple gap and then look for sells, right? I would put the stop if I go for a sell, put it more up if you don't want to get stopped out. Yep. So that's what we're looking at for gold, right? But if that doesn't make sense, let me know and I'll explain it again. Sometimes I feel like I speak too fast. And also, if the music is too loud, let me know too, guys. But that is my analysis on gold. I just broke that down, and we'll come back to it in the next 10 minutes to see if we can find any setups. But just going off of the daily time frame as well, it does look like it's going to have some sort of retracement before it has that initial push. But in this scenario, instead of trading that breakout like we did on Monday and Tuesday, I'm just going to wait for that retracement. If it does decide to push up into this range, I'm going to be patient and wait for that retracement. But even look, even on the daily time frame, you guys can clearly see that price is respecting this level, right? So what you can do as well, if you're not confident, because I know some people when they first start, when we're talking about marking up your zone, supply, demand, support, resistance, if you scale out, you'll get a better visual of price, because your time frames scaling down are simply just breaking up those candles. So in a daily time frame, we clearly see that price is in some sort of range right now, and then if we have a breakout, it's going to come back into this range that I just had marked up. Breakout, it's too risky. Yeah. So breakout, if it is risky though, what I'm saying is you can wait for that retracement. So if it's not a clear indication of some sort of liquidity above or below a zone, like in this example, we have a fake out that already took these orders out, and we only have this as a confluence right here. Then what you can do is simply wait for that retracement to confirm that price is trading at a new range. Okay. So we're going to come back to gold in the next 10 minutes, but I want to go ahead and try to get through all these pairs so I don't take hours and hours explaining all these setups. So AUD USD, this was a trade we took on Monday, I believe. I already broke this down, but as you guys can clearly see, all that traffic was filled. All this traffic was eventually filled. And this was the video I posted on IG yesterday, I think, when I was talking about why you want to try to target these areas where there's a lot of traffic. If it's bearish or bullish, price is eventually going to fill that gap. Okay, and this is so beautiful because as we can see, not only did we get this fill, but price is also reacting off of that structure of a bearish continuation. So we had this nice push in the market, forming a new range. We notice there is a retail pattern. This is called a reverse head and shoulders because we have our upside down head and then we have our shoulders, and then that concept kind of mirrors each other. So not only did we have that as a confluence as well, but we also were to identify some sort of liquidity, or I'm sorry, some sort of traffic that eventually got filled by price. So we had a nice entry off of that nice break, had that nice retracement, and price eventually filled this whole void. Now it's reacting off of that newly formed resistance and pushing down. So realistically, if I was around this area, I mean, obviously it's too late to hop in because price is already down 20 pips, but I would have been able to be more aggressive in that trade. So that's a nice breakdown on AUD USD. You'll see this happen all the time, guys. You know, the market is filled with opportunities. Just don't be too greedy, because if you're too greedy, you're going to end up blowing your account. You got to be patient and look for the best type of setups that you can capitalize on, because you're going to see these happen all the time. Promise. All right. So CAD JPY. So let's talk about CAD JPY and talk about the difference between this and gold. Right, so on gold, we obviously were to identify some sort of structure. We know that we have two ranges. The price has a break. We're gonna look for that retracement. So what's the difference between gold and CAD JPY? Because we're using the same method. Why did you enter just a simple breakout? On what pair? So CAD JPY, same concept, right? We have two ranges. We have one, price is obviously ranging, right? And then we have two. If price has a breakout, the reason why this is a better scenario, because price never filled all of these candlesticks yet, right? We had a touch right here. And remember, I'm not going to draw it out, but remember what I talked about. People are hopping in, guys. So visually see that people are placing orders. We have a touch right here, which means sellers were in the market. We have a touch right here, which means sellers were especially in the market because it formed a double top. So we have that retail pattern of some sort of structure. So sellers are hopping in right there. Sellers are hopping in right here. And we also have another touch right here, which is current price. So imagine we have all these orders placed. Eventually, what has to happen? And here's another confluence. Right? So if we do get this move this morning, I'm going to trade that breakout. And then if price decides to have a retracement, my stop loss is going to be below that range so that if we have a continuation, we can move to BE and just let price do its thing. Same type of concept. The only difference is price or we have more opportunity, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this green because I'm going to be eyeing this. And then we can look for some sort of entry in the next. We could place this order and have it pending through the morning. I'll put a nice buy stop if I have to in the next 5 minutes. Or we can wait. But that's something I'm definitely anticipating this morning or tomorrow. So that's gold. AUD, USD, and again, if you guys have any questions, please let me know. Sometimes I talk way too fast. AUD, JPY. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this. Let's go ahead and mark gold green. And the colors I have marked to the side, basically green means something I'm looking at for this morning. Blue means recap. I'm going over a trade that was successful previous days. Red means it's just regular pair. We analyze nothing. I'm not really doing anything. Green again just means it's a trade I'm looking to hop in this morning. I'll just repeat it. Green means it's a trade I'm looking to hop in this morning. So Euro AUD, we're gonna mark this red because this was a simple review of a trade that did play out in the way I anticipated. So we just had a nice bearish continuation. I told people if you wanted to hop in, you could. Price was at this nice pivotal point at this 618 level. And I was explaining the difference between structure and broken structure when you have some sort of continuation. So if you have lower lows, lower highs for a bearish continuation, you can pretty much pivot if price is going to have that continuation. If price is having, higher highs, higher lows, then you can identify some sort of bearish trend. So in this example, price had a nice break and had that nice retracement of that newly formed resistance. And then what did it do, guys? Push down. So you would have been perfect in this trade. The reason why I didn't take this setup is because I was explaining risk management and I already had an order going on. So you don't want to risk way too much, especially if the week just started. I think this was on Monday as well. But you're going to see setups like this all the time. I was explaining when to have a bearish continuation and when to have a bullish continuation off a previous structure. So this is a good example of that. If you have any questions, just let me know. And what we're going to do as well, we're going to go ahead and place this alert just so I don't miss this because we have too many pairs on our watch list. So we're going to say about right here. And I'm just going to say watch price. And then we're going to push it back up here. Just so. Wait, was this? Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Let me actually just push this back down here. Oh, I have two alerts. Okay, let me delete this one. Yeah, so you guys want to take advantage of your alerts, especially if you have a lot of pairs you're watching, because let's say if I was breaking down like GBP, NZD, and CAD, JPY was making this move and I had no idea, unless I have another monitor I would be able to see that. But if I don't, I'd most likely miss the move. So use your alerts to your advantage, right? Do you do like Zoom calls, like talking about setups and why you enter some trades? So I used to do like private webinars. I'm gonna bring that back at next month, heading into November. But right now I'm just doing this. And I have a bot for it as well. It's not on the screen. This is just for the bot that I have right here is for signals, but I'm not selling myself right now. I'm just doing free stuff. But yeah, the whole mentorship, I was doing like recap videos, breakdowns, and I was also doing, and I was sending out course videos. That was the main purpose of that. So we have the alert on CAD JPY. Gold is nearing that resistance again. So also, the reason why it's smart to wait for a break and retest, because let's say price does decide to fake out again. Instead of trying to catch that break, let's say we had a buy stop just above that resistance or that newly formed support, then price would trigger my trade and then push back down to its range, rather than price opening above this range, right? And then closing above that newly formed support that I know for a fact is going to have a nice continuation. Now, I don't mean like mentorship, more like chill in a Zoom call and talk about former trades. You get what I mean? Yeah. So my Discord was for that. But my Discord is currently dead right now, so I'm not even focused on Discord as well. I think I'm gonna try to bring it back this weekend, but I'm just active on YouTube. So the only difference, I get what you mean, like just chilling and talking to traders. The only difference between that and like YouTube, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do something like that because YouTube is already a lot. Like just doing this right now, how would I be able to balance this and like a normal Zoom call if I'm not on live? Because I don't think you can be live on Zoom and YouTube at the same time. So unless I was doing something on the weekend, like if I was doing some chill stuff on the weekend where I was just going through previous trades that I took throughout the week, maybe. But for now, it's just YouTube. And I do this Monday through Thursday, so I might do something Friday. Like I might have something Friday. I don't know. I'll think about it though. But yeah, guys, as I was saying, it's safer to trade that pullback instead of a breakout, especially if there's not a lot of confluence. So this is the only thing we're working off of. If price does decide to grab these orders and fake out, then we would be safe. But if price does break out and then open above this newly formed support, price is going to ride up to the nearest resistance. So we have, let's just go ahead and place that alert as well. We'll just say break. CAD JPY is looking so good this morning. This is looking really good, guys. And did we do TDA? We did. So the only thing, all right, cool. This is perfect. I want to explain this. This is perfect. So a lot of people, when they're doing TDA, top-down analysis, they're going to look at this and first eye this. Think back, oh, wow, look at all these bearish candles. Price has to be moving down. Wait, are we in some sort of bearish continuation because price is at this resistance? And look, I can draw my fib, right? A lot of people are thinking like this. I can draw this fib. What's the difference between this and, oh, I think I deleted it. Hold on. Where is it? Okay, I don't think I have it marked up anymore. Oh, here it is. What's the difference between, what was I just, hold on. Oh, it's right here. I'm tweaking, guys. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and re-explain myself. So on the daily time frame, right? Most people are placing their fib from that top to bottom wick, and they're saying, "Oh, we have a lot of bearish candles, and price is retracing. I'm looking for that bearish continuation." But what's the difference between this and this? What's the difference? Well, in this example on Euro AUD, we actually have previous structure. Okay, so we're working off of what price already printed for for that bearish continuation. Here on CAD, on the daily time frame, you don't have previous structure, guys. It's just now forming some sort of trend, which is fine. Some people will trade the start of a nice continuation, but it's risky. So if we don't have any previous lows or previous highs to indicate some sort of continuation, there's a less likely chance that your trade is going to go in your favor, because you need to work off of previous structure. Rather than trading that fib, a lot of people don't see that price is just building up a lot of liquidity for a breakout. So that's why I'm anticipating some sort of a buy instead of a sell. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's a really good explanation. I might have to make a clip out of that, because a lot of people don't understand that all because you have some sort of retracement, it's not a fib setup. It's not a continuation. You're missing some sort of setup because you're always eyeing a continuation. But if you don't have previous structure to indicate some sort of that continuation, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to go your way. You could get lucky. That could be a start of a trend. You could just get the start. But more than likely, it's going to just build up some sort of liquidity for a push in the market. Let me know if that was confusing. I tried to explain that the best of my ability. Showing you guys a difference of structure and setups without structure, I guess. I might have to explain it again. I will in a second, though. I will in a second. Let me go ahead and keep this marked up. I have the alert placed. Gold, I have an alert placed as well. Gold is looking good. CAD, JPY is looking good. Let's see if we can analyze a few more pairs. But so far, we have 2 that we're eyeing. So Euro CAD. So price is ranging right now. Made its way up into range 2. We have this nice break, and look how price is respecting that newly formed support. Do you think it's smart to trade so many pairs? Yes and no. Yes and no. My yes is because I am doing funding challenges right now, just for opportunities. But this is why I place alerts. So if I wasn't playing alerts, I would think it's really dumb, because you could be missing out on the opportunity already analyzed. But my alert's going to trigger. It's going to let me know to go back to this pair that I had marked up. No, because once you are actually at a point where you're self-efficient and you're not doing funding challenges, you're just trading off your accounts primarily, and you're just, doing your thing, then you just want to hone in on a few pairs, because I think the objective of trading in general is to have a peace of mind. So you don't want to be all over the place like I am right now. The reason why I'm all over the place is because I'm seizing several opportunities to pass certain objectives. But when you're at a certain point, I don't think you need to focus on every single pair and be, crazy on the charts. It's going to be very chill, relaxed. You just want to have a few pairs, hop in a trade, and have that trade rolling for like a month or a week. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the whole point of trading, is to have that peace of mind. So the less pairs, the less stress, I guess. I don't know. But EuroCAD, as I was saying, price is ranging in our range that we have marked up. So we could just see some sort of movement this morning where price is literally going in and out, in and out. It has another touch at newly formed support. If it does decide to break back down, we have this nice demand that we want price to be attracted to. So we'll just wait for that breakout. But if price decides to continue to range, the more the better, because what is it doing, guys? Building up liquidity for that move to happen eventually. So this is definitely anticipating some sort of break and continuation back in the range 1. So we'll have this marked up as well. We'll just say, oh, I have it marked up already. Okay. So we'll say watch price at around 14.3398. And what is this? Look for buys. Okay, cool. So I already have it marked up. I've had this marked up since Monday, I think. So basically, if price decides to come back in a range 1, we don't want to trade off of that HPI. We want to try to get that 50% or LPI, which means lowest point of interest, or that 50% level so that my stop loss can be pretty tight below that zone. So that's what we're analyzing on EuroCAD. I have that marked up as orange, but we can go ahead and mark this green because we might get this move sometime today if price decides to start nearing that newly formed support. Otherwise, we're just going to wait to see what happens before the week ends. But we have CAD analyzed, we have gold analyzed, and we have EuroCAD. So those are the 3 main ones I might be trading this morning. Let's go ahead and continue. Euro JPY. So what do we have here? Okay, cool. Same thing for CAD JPY. We're looking for that break. And one question that I'm asked is why or how do you determine what side to look for when you talk about breakouts? How do you determine what type of push is going to happen? Is it going to be from the upside or downside? So in this example, we have a range, right? Price is obviously ranging, and this is a really good range too. Beautiful. Clearly see that price is respecting its levels, support, resistance. It's going in and out. Touch right here, touch right here, touch right here. This is really beautiful. It's kind of rare to see stuff like this on JPY, to be honest with you guys. But price is obviously respecting its range. Now, we do have a break right here, but then it comes back in, and it continues to range. So why am I anticipating price to have a breakout to the upside or downside? Why am I anticipating price to move to the upside instead of downside? If you know, you can go ahead and tell me. But if you don't, I'll go ahead and explain in a second. So basically, guys, as I explained, in a range, right, price is doing its thing for some time, and you have clear structure of support and resistance. We all know that. It's universal. Again, what are people doing at these pivotal points right here, right here, right here, and right here? People are entering in the market. So we have buyers and sellers. This example, we have sellers right here, we have sellers right here, we have sellers right here, we have buyers right here, we have buyers right here, we have buyers right here. So liquidity is being generated from the upside and downside. But what moves price, guys? What moves price? So if we come over here, look what happened. So realistically, if we were just trading over here, if price didn't form all that stuff yet, we would have a 50-50 chance of a breakout from the upside or downside, right? We have liquidity being generated from the flip side over here and the flip side over here. Okay, cool. So we have a breakout. It's going to grab these orders on the downside. If we have a breakout, it's going to grab these orders on the flip side. As we continue, look, price eventually breaks out. And what does it do? It takes out all of these orders. Okay? So all of this stuff now is irrelevant. It's irrelevant, guys. But guess what? We didn't have any action over here. So there are still orders waiting to be grabbed by the other players. So we continue, price eventually comes back in its range. We have this nice wick as well. It's beautiful. Price comes back in this range. And then look, it's about to have a breakout and then comes back down. But look, this touch right here is generating more liquidity because more sellers are hopping in. So eventually, either this week or start of next week, we're going to have a nice breakout. And we also have this confirmation to the side that we have some bearish traffic that needs to be filled. And we can target a newly formed resistance. So that's why I'm anticipating a breakout to the upside instead of the downside. It's clear that you need like a confirmation, but best way to wait for a retracement, then go for a seller buy. Yes, that's what we're doing on gold. That's what we're doing on gold. We're going to wait for that retracement. But on Euro USD, it's safe to trade that breakout because you have so much being built. You have so much being built up. So what happens usually that we saw on AUD USD on Tuesday, you'll have that nice breakout to enter in on a trade. It might hit BE so that you're in a risk-free trade. It has that retracement. It's going to go back to your entry because that's your newly formed support, and then continue up to that newly formed resistance. Are you trading? Everything live, bro. I trade live. So if you go to yesterday's stream, just go to like 7:30. You'll see that I place trades live and I teach. So I'm doing all this stuff live. I'm documenting everything because I'm making a documentary out of this stuff. So I'm not just teaching, I'm placing trades and making sure you guys can capitalize on moves, all that stuff. It's not just me talking. So usually I trade on intervals. I'm sorry, I can't speak. So in the next 15 minutes, we're gonna look for some setups. I'm just analyzing pairs right now so that we know what we're doing when we actually enter in some trades. So that I can teach you guys how I look at the market. Because the whole objective is not to let you guys watch me 24/7 and just hear me talking. It's for you to receive the information so that you never have to watch any of my live streams. You can just trade on your own, right? So I'm not going to hide any information. I'm going to tell you guys how I view the market so that you can start incorporating my methods into your own system. Because I don't think trading is about posting up on someone's live stream and going with their analysis. I think trading is about understanding how other people view the market. And if they are accurate, you can incorporate that into your own system and create something for yourself so that you can wake up not having to rely on any type of trader or a guru online. So we have about 15 minutes. But yeah, that's my breakdown on Euro JPY. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But I think I'm going to have another alert placed. I'll just say break. And this is going back to the question someone asked, is it okay to have multiple pairs on your watch list? If you're not placing alerts, it's not. If you are placing alerts, you're good. Your YouTube links that do not include the www are giving errors. What YouTube links? What YouTube links, my guy? Let me know. And I'll fix that as soon as possible. I am a solo man on a solo ship right now. I don't have any moderators or anything. So please, if there's any issues with anything, please address it to my attention so I can fix it as soon as possible. Thank you. So we're going to mark the screen as well. So we have 4 pairs that we're looking at this morning, guys. It's good. And really good setups as well. This is the breakdown Euro USD. I'll explain it real quick for those that were in yesterday's live. So basically, we had a nice breakout, and I wanted to catch this nice move up to this newly formed resistance. Notice that price did come back into range 1. It did retrace just a little bit before initially pushing back up. But if we go ahead and scale on the 30-minute, I caught this nice breakout before we had all of this. Because we had news, so price did dip. So if you caught this move too late, you would have been stopped out. But I actually took my positions at that 1-to-1 and gained 1% on that account. To set up one-on-one Forex. Oh, okay. I know you're talking about. Okay, so basically, let me see if I can find it. 1 second. 1 second. My fault. That's all me. Okay, let's go here. Mute. Okay, so all this stuff has to be updated. So basically my website has been on pause. I have not been selling anything. Okay, yeah, I need to fix that as soon as possible. So this right here, it's not gonna work because it's on my website. This right here as well should work. This link should work because it's on Telegram. This link should work too because it's on Telegram. I gotta fix this because I do not use this. This link should work. This link is frozen. This link is frozen. Oh wow, I gotta fix all this. This link is frozen. Well, I gotta fix all this, guys. I'm sorry. I'll fix this today. I'll fix this today. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. As you guys can tell, I'm not focused on selling stuff. I think that's probably why as well. But I will fix all that by this weekend. All that stuff should be fixed. My website should be back up. But I don't even know if I want my website to be back up, guys. To be real with you, just because. Oh, what just happened? Oops. What just happened? Did something just trigger? Okay, I don't know what just happened, but yeah, just because I'm not selling stuff right now, I'm just doing live streams. But I think one of our alerts just got triggered. Let me check. But I appreciate you, Dave Teaches. All right, so I think an alert just got triggered, guys. We have about 10 more minutes, and we're gonna try to look for some entries. But I'm trying to figure out what just happened. Hold on. All right, so we have this alert right here. Was it gold? I think it was on gold. Nope. No, it wasn't gold. I know I'm not tweaking. I heard that ding. It wasn't CAD. Might have been a glitch. I don't know. Okay, it might have been a glitch. So we still have an alerts. We still have all the alerts posted. So yeah, those are the main 4 pairs I'm analyzing this morning. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna wait for 10 minutes to find some setups. Click the clock to the left. It will show you what triggered. What clock? Right here? To the right. The clock to the right. The clock to the right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. So what just triggered? Euro JPY. Thank you. I appreciate that. So let's go ahead and see if Euro JPY was triggered. I don't think it was. Yeah, I don't think it was. If it did trigger, that was probably just a glitch or something. Because as you can see, price is nearing to the downside. And this was 30 minutes. So that dang literally just happened 2 minutes ago. And this is on the 30-minute time frame. So I think it was just... I think what happened, I clicked a new tab and it was refreshing everything, and I think it incorporated that into the notification. It's all good though. But how you guys doing this week? You guys, what's the wording? Are you guys in profit this week? You guys having a good trading week and drawdown? And profit. Wednesdays are usually chill. let me know how the week is going for you guys. So we have about 8 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask. If you want to analyze any pairs that you trade, I can as well. But we have 4 pairs that we analyzed that I'm probably just going to be focused on this morning. And we will see if we can find any good entries in the next 7 minutes. All right, it is now 7:30. So let's go ahead and full screen this. So again, just to go ahead and recap, gold is looking like a good sell. But if it does have a breakout, guys, I'm looking for that retracement to have that continuation. But ideally, since we have this nice gap in the market, we would try to look for some sell opportunities. But I'm being really cautious, guys, because it is Wednesday. And Wednesday is usually a trap day. I might have to save that for another video. But if we continue on CAD JPY, we have our analysis placed that if we do have a push, it's going to take out all these orders and have a nice continuation back up into range 2. Euro CAD, we have, okay, we're gonna have to mark this orange because I don't think we're gonna get this move this morning, but if price decides to start pushing down near that support, then we're gonna anticipate price to push back down to range 1, nearing that nice demand. And Euro JPY, we're looking for that push up into range 2. Oops, didn't mean to do that. If you guys have any questions, let me know as well. But those are my analysis, and we're just gonna play the waiting games. We have about an hour. Gold crossing 1947.07. Okay, cool. So we're getting that cross right now. If price decides to open above that newly formed support, we're looking for that break and retest and take it to the nearest support. Or I'm sorry, take it to the nearest resistance. I don't feel like drawing this out again, so I'm just gonna, there we go. Let's go ahead and switch to this right here. And just put these arrows back right here. Cool. And this, if price decides to actually push through, we're looking for that retracement. If not, obviously people are looking for sales because we have this nice gap in the market. But we're gonna see what happens, guys. We're gonna see what happens. So boom, I was able to analyze GU. I kind of did that in silence, but basically, guys, I noticed that we're having the same type of setup that we had previously marked on CAD JPY, whereas GU is doing its thing in range one. But if we do have that breakout, we have this nice confluence to the left side, anticipating that price is going to have this nice traffic fill. Plus, we have all these sellers that have orders yet to be grabbed, right? So I'm simply just anticipating a breakout. If we get it this morning, cool. If not, that's perfectly fine as well. We were trying to find this throughout the week before we end on Friday. But price is nearing. I think we're what? This should be like 10 pips. Okay, so it's 20 pips away from that resistance. So we're just gonna go ahead and just mark this out as well. We'll say watch price at around this area. Say watch price. So we have about 8 more minutes. We'll see what happens on that next 15-minute opening. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But as of now, I'm chilling. We went ahead and analyzed the pairs that had to be analyzed. Now we're simply just waiting, playing the waiting game. But feel free to ask any questions. You want me pairs? You want me to analyze? Let me know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and place this buy stop on GU. And then we're gonna go ahead and analyze gold. But let's go ahead and place this buy stop. So if we get this move this morning, that's great. But what I'm gonna go ahead and do, guys, is just have this ready so that we don't miss it if we get this move later today. So let me get my long position. Ideally, I would try to go for around 40, nearing that resistance. And then we can make this a nice 1 to 3. only risking 1% on this trade, guys. My whole thing is risk 1% or half and use a higher ratio so that your reward is greater than your risk. This is on GU. Place a buy stop. Price 1222. 12222. That's 4 twos. 7. Stop loss. We have a 13 pip stop loss, which is fine. 1.22092. And then our TP, which is we'll make this tighter. TP is 1.226 7. $627. I'm sorry, guys. 627. Cool. All right, and we're in. Let me go ahead and update OBS. Give me 1 second, guys. Trades taken live. All right. Properties, and we'll say this is GBP USD. Okay. And we are good to go. Let me go ahead and document this. Give me like 2 seconds. If you guys have any questions, let me know. All right, so entry 1.22227. Stop loss 1.22093. And then TP 1.22627. We're using a 1 to 3. Do this, insert link, base, okay. All right, we should be good to go. Euro JPY, we're gonna wait until price reaches that alert. CAD JPY, same thing. It does seem like it's pushing down right now. It might just be doing its thing. It might reject off of this newly formed support right here. As you guys see, price is reacting off of this point right here, and price also reacting off this point right here. So we'll have to see if we do get this move this morning. If not, perfectly fine. We'll come back tomorrow. And the gold, I'm gonna be eyeing gold. So obviously a lot of people are hopping in for sales, guys. I'm not oblivious. There's a huge market gap, and I was explaining how when you have gaps, you want to capitalize. The only reason why I'm anticipating price to move up is because so many people are hopping in for that sell. And because we don't have too many confluences indicating that sell, I'm saying that if we do end up breaking out and price forms a new candlestick above that zone, we're looking for a break and retest to have a nice continuation. Because what I'd rather see is have some small movements just below that level, and then have a nice push up. Otherwise, price is more than likely going to sell. But I'm just going to keep a good eye on it for now. Let me go ahead and mark this blue because we are in GBP USD, or I placed the trade for GBP USD. We might have to mark this orange, come back. So we have Euro USD and gold. As you guys can see, price is moving slow this morning. If we go back on Forex Factory, we don't have a lot going on. We have news later tonight at 8:30 on AUD. And then we have an orange folder on USD at 8:30. So the market's pretty chill right now. So we have about 5 more minutes for the next hourly open, and we're gonna go ahead and look at gold. Otherwise, the only trade that I placed this morning, guys, is the buy stop on GU, and I have it up on the screen. If we don't get any moves this morning, that's perfectly fine. We'll just come back tomorrow, but we should be able to have a nice move before the market ends on all the pairs that I analyzed this morning. So we have about 5 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. If you guys want me to analyze a pair, also ask away. But these are the pairs that I'm trading this morning and the trades I have analyzed. If you're watching this post stream, you can go back. I might have timestamps, but I reviewed all the pairs that I'm trading at around 6:40. And now we're just waiting and playing the patient game. So we have about 4 minutes, and I'll be back. If you guys have any questions, ask away. So yeah, as you guys can see, this is a really slow morning. Even going back on gold, clears the day, doesn't know where it wants to go right now. Obviously, a lot of people are hopping in for sales, but it's pretty stagnant. Even scaling on the 15-minute time frame, we can see that price is going in and out, right? So what I have to end up, or what I might end up doing, guys, is trading London as well, because we do have some nice announcements going on later tonight, heading into Thursday, right? And then last night at 2 a.m. we had CPI on GBP, so I might just have to start trading London. I might make a poll, but I wouldn't mind going to sleep earlier, waking up at 1 a.m., trading for 2 hours, taking a nap, and then waking back up for New York. Not a problem. So you guys let me know if you would like that. I might do like secret London streams on some chill stuff, chill vibes, just to see if we can capitalize on these opportunities instead of having to wait for a less volatile session. Because Wednesdays are generally slow, in my opinion. It's the middle of the week. Price isn't really doing too much. So if you guys want it to be a chill stream, I might just continue doing this on Wednesday. Or if you want me to do London streams and then post New York so that I can review any trades we took London. So it's not just a boring stream. You guys let me know. I might make a poll. Monday, Tuesdays usually good days. Thursdays are good days. Wednesdays usually slow. Just from my experience. But you guys let me know. That would not be a problem. But I'm going to keep my analysis. I like what I see, guys. If we don't get any moves this morning, it's not a big deal as well. We had a good Monday and a good Tuesday, a good start of the week. Wednesday, if we don't have any trades, that's perfectly fine. We will try to end the week with something, though. Thursday, we're definitely going to try to look for something. And then I don't trade Friday, so. But we have about 30 minutes. If you guys have any questions, please ask away. Or you want me to analyze any pair that you're trading, also ask away. But today is definitely slow. Not a lot of volatility going on in the market, guys. Okay, look. I think we're finally getting that push. You guys have to imagine, a lot of people are hopping in for sales right now. A lot of people are hopping in for sales. That's why you can't force an entry off of one confirmation. Yes, we have a gap in the market, but if you're primarily trading off gaps, you're at risk, guys. So I'd rather play it safe. If we have a breakout and have an opening candle above that newly formed support, I'm pushing price. Or I'm pushing that I'm anticipating price to continue up. So I'm gonna have a nice entry for that pullback and then continue up. So if price does close above this newly formed range at 8:30 or the next hour interval, then I will anticipate some sort of pullback entry. Otherwise, I'm chilling. It's a good example of why you don't trade off of one confirmation. Now, this could be a fake out, like we noticed over here. It could just be faking out, grabbing all this liquidity right here, and then push down. Who knows? But I'm going to play it safe, guys, and wait for a pullback, if anything. Or if price does decide to sell, same thing. I'm going to wait for that pullback for a nice sell entry. Same thing. As you can see, we have that nice break right now. If we have an opening above this newly formed support, then I'm going to ride the wave. Otherwise, we are just observing. But a lot of people are hopping in for sales right now. A lot of people. And that's how they get you. That's how they get you. I think that's why when I trade, I think someone asked me why am I off like social media? Why am I not really present? Is because when you're on social media, you're looking at other people. So I guarantee if I was on social media right now, or if I was on someone else's live, just looking at all these other people that trade, a lot of people would anticipate that sell, and it would mix my analysis. It would contradict my analysis, and I would be less confident. But if I just stick to my bias, then I'd be able to teach myself or learn from my own experiences. So I guarantee if I were to hop on Instagram right now, go on someone's live that's trading gold, they would have told everybody to sell. Guarantee. Because they're trading gaps. But you can't just trade off of one confirmation. I love gaps too. I trade them all the time, but I also combine with other confluences, the market. So you want to be careful. In this scenario, clear as a day. The sellers are getting stopped right now. So if we do have a nice opening above this newly formed range or newly formed support, I'm going to continue to ride the wave and stick to my analysis. Vice versa. If we have this fake out, decides to pull back, I'll have a nice pullback entry for that sell. But I'm not just going to trade solely off of that one confluence, which is this gap. Because you guys can see from previous price, it did the same thing. We had a fake out and then came back in the range one. But look how I had a nice pullback right here before continuing down. So I'm doing the same thing on gold, guys. If you guys are curious. We have about 20 minutes. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, the only trade that I've hopped in so far was on GU. But price is barely moving. So I'll be back in the next 10 minutes. Again, have any questions, please feel free to ask away. If you want me to analyze any type of pair that you're trading, please feel free to ask. See you guys in a minute. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and place the alert so that we don't miss um, being notified later this day if we don't get this push in the next 20 minutes, which is not likely. That alert will notify me throughout the day, and I'll just keep you guys updated on IG, or I'll just put it in the community tab on YouTube. So let's go to alert. 1.2227. And I'll just say activated. This is 13 pips. So if I'm in class and price hits TP1, I'll just put B. Look at this wick, guys. Guarantee this stomped out a lot of sellers this morning. Yeah, this wick definitely took out all those orders. Look at that. A lot of people lost money from gold this morning because they're primarily just trading gaps, guys. Or they only just traded that one confluence, which isn't, I'm not saying gaps are bad. That's a confluence, but if you're primarily just trading gaps, you're at risk because they want to try to take advantage of what most retail traders see in the market. So a lot of people saw that sell opportunity, they hopped in, and now the orders were grabbed. They got stomped. This wick took out all those orders. So we'll see what happens in the next 20 minutes. And then post live stream, if I see anything happen, I'll just keep you guys updated on IG. Or again, I'll just post it in the community tab. But the only trade that I placed this morning so far was on GU, anticipating price to come back in this range. Eventually, if we don't get that move today, we'll get it tomorrow. And again, we do have news. We do have something going on in 30 minutes on USD, so this could move gold. But we'll just have to see. I feel like I need to start playing new music. But yeah, guys, Wednesdays are usually slow, so I'm not really tripping if we don't get any type of momentum or move today. Thursdays are usually good. Mondays usually good. Tuesdays usually good. Middle of the week, price starts to slow down unless we have news. But I don't really expect too much action going on Wednesdays, to be honest with you guys. So I'm chilling. We have about 15 minutes before the live ends. If you guys have any questions, please ask away. Feel free to ask anything. GU is starting to push up in near that current resistance, so we could see something today. If not, I'm gonna hold this trade throughout tomorrow morning. I'm trying to think the best way to keep you guys updated right now, because I'm not currently in Discord. I'll be back this weekend once I update my website and everything. I'll come back to Discord most likely before the start of the next week, so Sunday afternoon. But I think I'll just use Instagram for now. How much you risk? 1% and half. So on good days, so let's say if yesterday I flipped my count 1%, next day I'm going half percent, and I go in and out. So it's either half percent or 1% every trade, and I use ratios above a 1 to 2 or higher, so that my reward is 2 times or 3 times greater. In this example, on GU, I'm risking 1%, but I'm using a nice 1 to 3 ratio, so that if I were to lose 2 trades, I would still be in profit if I had more positions. But if I only have 1 position, I'm only risking 1%. I think you should only be risking 1% throughout the week and go no higher than 5%. For example, if I trade Monday through Thursday, my objective is to have a minimum loss of 5%. So if I'm trading 1% each day, Monday through Thursday, Monday 1%, Tuesday 1%, Wednesday 1%, Thursday 1%, those are 4 days throughout the week, right? Let's say all those trades went bad. If I lost all those trades, I'm down 4% that week. And if I wanted to trade London session, let's say if I'm trading London session tomorrow, that's another what? 5%. Let's say if I lose all those trades, I'm down 5%. Heading the next week, same thing, but I win 2 trades that are above a 1 to 3, or let's say they're 1 to 3, I'd be up 6%, and then I'd only be at a 1% gain. But taking those trades, you know, I'd have a better average of being in profit than in risk or drawdown, because I'm managing my risk percentage. So instead of risking 5% in one trade, I'm just breaking it out throughout the day, or breaking it out throughout the week. I'm sorry. So 1% or half, which is 0.5. But we have about 10 minutes. That was a great question. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to ask away. Let's go ahead and check Euro JPY, see what's going on. So this is starting to near our resistance as well. So we might get this move tomorrow. I'll have this alert still active. What else? CAD JPY. So pushing back down into range 1. We can say this is 1, and we can say this is 2 right here. And then we can say this is 3. Starting to push down to range 1, which is perfectly fine. We'll see what happens tomorrow. And what do we have for this? Oops. Didn't know that. So I'm gonna keep an eye on Euro JPY and GBP USD this morning and post stream. If anything happens, I'll keep everyone updated in the community tab or on Instagram. But I'm not in Discord until Sunday. So I'll just mark this. We'll keep this green. Yep, and gold is currently pushing up in the range too, like I anticipated. If we have a nice pullback or a nice closure above that newly formed support, I'm looking to ride the wave. So I'll keep you guys updated as well in the next 30 minutes post stream on IG or when I'm in class, because I do have class soon. For what? Because I have a buy stop placed already. Would you say it's good enough to get in GBP USD right now? For what? Yeah, I might have to start trading London, guys. I might have to start trading London. No, wait for price to break structure, because you don't know if it might have another tap, right here, and then continue down, which is why my entry is like 3 pips above that resistance, just in case, because it might just tap and then push down. I might have to adjust this, which I will do in a second. Or matter of fact, I'm gonna keep it right there. I think that's a good spot for entry. Just have your entry a few pips above that newly formed support in case we have another tap and it decides to continue ranging for a longer period of time in range 1 before initially having that breakout. So I would say wait. I would say wait. We have about 5 more minutes. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask away. Otherwise, I will wrap up. And think about, yeah, I probably am going to do a London stream tomorrow. I probably am. But yeah, we have about 5 more minutes and I will wrap up. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask away. Shout out to everyone that hopped in the live. If you hopped in and hopped out, appreciate you. If you're watching this post stream, I also appreciate you. In the future, I will start adding timestamps so you guys can see certain parts of the stream where I'm going over charts, I'm giving out free sauce, entering trades, all that stuff. But if you are watching this video in general, I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good morning. So again, on gold, we're having that nice break right now, but I want to see a nice opening above this newly formed support for a nice pullback entry. Okay. Euro JPY is nearing that alert, and we also have GU nearing that entry as well. We have about 1 more minute. All righty, we're gonna call it a morning, guys. Appreciate you guys for stepping in. Shout out to Solomon Fuduman, Israel, Bo Krishan, Dave Teaches, and Danny Viking. Shout out to you guys for popping in and popping out. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. I will have everything updated by this weekend. I'll be back in Discord Sunday to keep you guys posted on any type of setups that I have on my streams. And I'm going to start doing London sessions sometime this week. But again, appreciate you guys. Hopefully you learned something from this live session. If not, rinse and repeat tomorrow morning. And I'll be back same time, 6:30 Eastern time to 8:30 Eastern time. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Again, appreciate you. Have a good morning, and I'm out.